G'day viewers, round 10 action here. We're at Montreal, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. For some action here of the official V8 Supercar Racing Series. I'm Brett O'Brien, this is Sammy Compton. Sammy, welcome to the broadcast view. Long race tonight, 31 laps, fuel restricted. Going to need some pit stops for fuel restrictions. Mate, your thoughts on the race?
Yeah, thanks Brett, nice to be here. G'day to all our viewers, thanks for joining us. I think we should be in for a pretty action-packed race here today with the tight circuit here in Quebec, Canada, and yeah, it should be a really interesting race with the pit stops.
Yeah, the thing that stands out here at this track, and like you said, it's such a famous track used in the F1 series regularly, and certainly a crowd favourite. Long straights, certainly overtaken opportunities quite regular here. But the shortcuts are the things with the iRacing model here. The shortcuts will be prominent tonight. If you can keep your car up in that lead pack away from the shortcuts, good things are going to happen. But yeah, it's easier said than done. And risk versus reward here. If you can get that tighter line through these chicanes, yeah, it makes such a big difference.
Yeah, well that's right. This semi-permanent street circuit opened back in 1978, and it's seen some great Formula One action here. And yeah, I think the V8s, it is a difficult track for the V8s with all the curbs, but I think it suits them. It's yeah, I think we're in for a cracker.
Yeah, 31 laps as we said. The track temperature by amazing coincidence is also 31 degrees, partly cloudy. Fairly strong breeze though, where it's up to 15-16 kilometres an hour from the northwest, so that will make a difference going under brakes there into the chicane. But we've got some new faces here tonight as well. We welcome back Dean O'Brien. Haven't seen him in this series for a while. Jason Quire, I think so. Josh Rogers, a young fella, is making his debut tonight. He's done some really strong work over the last week. Actually had a win yesterday in the Star Mazda Osmac series. Only had a very narrow win there. So he's in a bit of form. And Matty Hill's also racing here tonight for the TTL team.
Yeah, good to see a few different names here on board today, and like you said, 31 laps, 31 degree track temperature, Illuminati confirmed.
Yeah, early stages here in qualifying, still got 4 minutes to go. Our series leader, Ethan Grigol, had a good win on the Saturday race in the V8 Supercars of America series, I think. 135.439 so far. That's a pretty strong lap. Might be a little bit left in that, to be honest with you. Sammy Sutton, who just had a win in the 6:15 race and showed some real good pace, consistent pace there. Bo Cattell, hopefully we'll have a bit of luck tonight on Bo's side. His luck's kind of exploded over the last few weeks, either in sickness or in lag. Jason Dixon, actually, welcome back to the series for him as well, with a 35.7. Corey Preston showing some good form, which he showed at Monza a few weeks ago. Ian Ford's done absolutely zero practice here this week. Marty Carroll and James McKnight, Dave Moore, who's also been in good form, and Matty Hill at the moment rounding out the top 10.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if it was Sammy Sutton who had the pole the last race, but the track was a little bit cooler, and I think the pole sitter in the last race did a 35 flat, so I think there's a bit of room for improvement there. I'm not sure how much the few degrees track temperature will make a difference, but I guess we'll find out. We've got about, 2 minutes left, 1.5 minutes left to qualify.
Yeah, probably 2.5 minutes left to qualifying, so still enough time for the cars to do some traps. Mick Cracknell, Sammy Sutton's actually gone top at the moment, so 135.198. As I was just watching Mick Cracknell, who's also improved up into 13th. It's really been the season from hell for Mick. I know even in the early race today had a bit of an incident, but yeah, Sam Sutton has gone to pole. This is the new alliance between the Dayco team and the ANZ team, so whether that's having an influence immediately or not, don't know, but certainly Sam, I think there's some tracks that Sam really loves. This is probably one. Bathurst is certainly another one. He goes so well there, but yeah, great lap by Sammy Sutton there. It's 2.5 tenths up on Ethan.
Yeah, and going back to Mick Cracknell, well, a few weeks ago we spoke about the bad luck Ethan Grigol had with his MX-5 getting hit by a truck, and the SDC real-life jinx carries on. And today, Mick Cracknell's partner, her car was written off in an accident, so everyone's all right, luckily. And yeah, not a good time to be driving around in the real world if you're an STC driver.
Oh, well, hopefully, more importantly, the missus is okay there. We don't want to hear stories like that.
Fine.
So
Everyone's 100%
yeah.
fine.
Oh, excellent, except for Mick's wallet's obviously going to be suffering. But,
no doubt.
Yeah, well, that probably just continues on his bad luck. But Ethan Grigalt now is coming out to the end of his 5th qualifying lap as he exits turn 12-13, the Wall of Champions, just there to his right. Earlier onto the power here, it looked like a fairly clean lap. Had a little bit of a look at it. Improves to a 35.399, but that's not there yet. Aaron Hamilton also improved, got himself into the top 10 with a 36 flat, knocking Mick Cracknell just out of the top 10, and Matthew Hill has dropped out of the top 10. Josh Rogers, like I said, young fella who's done some pretty good things this week, has got himself in the 13th on his Monday night main strength of field Monday race. That's a good effort there. Jack Boyd also is showing some strong form as well, and he's into 15th at the moment.
Yeah, we're just having a look here at David Moore as he's coming around on a hot lap, and yeah, it looks like he's on a pretty solid lap. We'll see if he can improve. He's currently in P4. It's a very solid spot for David right now, so let's see how he goes.
Yeah, well, Dave's on the back of some really strong results, and he's, like I've said, week in, week out. This is a guy, he was with Multi 21 before, probably struggled a little bit as checker flags out, so this will be his last lap, but no, pitting now. So
pitting in.
Obviously not going to get
Jason Dixon, P2, with a 35.206. So.
Yeah, it's a fantastic lap by Jason, and he's been long overdue being in the series, and Ethan's not going to get a chance to improve there, so he's in 3rd place. Normally our pole position man, Ian Ford's down in the 7th place tonight. We're going on board with Bo Cattell. He's just coming down the casino straight here. So good under brakes here. I just love the way Bo drives. I'm a real fan. Oh, I don't love that. He's taken every bit and more, but
well, he was definitely pushing, wasn't he?
He had to attack, didn't he? But he's kept himself in 5th place, and we know how good his starts can be. We know how good he is at fuel saving as well. We've got Ian Ford coming around for his final lap. Hayden Dodman just in front of him, so the track will be clear. Jason Quire as well. So there's still some times to come in. So yeah, Hayden's backed out of that.
Here comes Ian Ford. We'll see if he can improve.
Ian's got some damage to his right front. You don't see that in qualifying very often, but he's down into 8th position.
That, mate. That's about the 3rd car I've seen with almost the same damage on the right front. I think it's that sweeping right-hander around turn 5. I'm not sure of the names, but yeah, Ian Ford does improve up to P4.
Yeah, and Dave Moore has improved to P5 as well. We're just talking good things about him, and rightly so, because he's got himself into 5th. I think that's it. Dean O'Brien, I don't think he's definitely not on a lap. Matty Anderson, I'm not sure he would get this lap in, but we'll have a look here just on board with Matty Anderson. This is the car 20 here. I think it's the first time I've seen him race in this series as he goes around that lapping turn there, the hairpin we'll call it tonight, I think. Nice and easy, and turn 10, and he's disappeared off my screen.
So disappears off mine.
Thinking that lap wouldn't have counted, but we've got a full field 25 starters, and Sammy Sutton, first time this season, has taken the pole position, just the 8 1,000ths of a second in front of Jason Dixon, who's a very aggressive starter, so looking forward to some fireworks there. Ethan Grigalt in 3rd position, our series leader. Ian Ford did a remarkable little job there, considering the amount of laps he hasn't done. Dave Moore, fantastic job for him, really happy for him. In 5th place, Bo Cattell, James McKnight, Corey Preston slid down a little bit, but still had a 35.89, certainly not scrappy at all. The old fella, obviously pension passes on today, is in 9th place, Marty Carroll. Aaron Hamilton hasn't driven the V8s for a long while, 10th. Mick Cracknell, Dean O'Brien, Matty Hill, he's the same, he hasn't driven the V8s for quite a while. Debutant Josh Rogers, Mario Vlasic, Mitch McLeod down in 16th position, Jack Boyd, Jason Quire, Todd Parks, Javier Febre, Greg Sharp, Hayden Dodman, Jeremiah Morton, Anthony Mansarella, and Matt Anderson will round out your grid today.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to watch Ethan and Ian. They're going to have to get through a bit of traffic here, and it's a horrible bottleneck down here into turn 1 and 2. So hopefully everyone gets through nice and cleanly, and see how Dicko and Sammy go out up front.
I love these races where pitch strategy comes into place, and I think the cars can pit anything on from about lap 10 onwards. So
even a little bit earlier there.
A little bit earlier.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the undercut is what it's made out to be in this race. I think you can afford to stay out a bit longer, but by saying that, it's very much reliant on what traffic you have when you come out as well.
Here we go.
So Rev's certainly building. And away. A great start there by Sammy Sutton. He's certainly got that car in a good spot. Jason Dixon deep under brakes, and Ethan Grigol. He's going to be hung out to dry here though. It's a long way around the outside there. And Ethan's just lost all traction coming out of that turn 2 complex there. So Sammy Sutton's done the job. He's got himself up into state, maintain that lead in front of Jason Dixon. Fantastic start by them. Ethan Grigol did well to hang on in front of Ian Ford there. Bo-Cattell, Corey Preston's got a bit of heat here from Dave Moore's. Corey got very sideways there.
Yeah,
Dave really had to back out of that, and look at the field through the S's there at the Pont de la Concorde in turns 6 and 7. Very tight in that field back there.
Yeah, you've really got to be careful on these open laps while the tyre pressures are low. And I just drove the same setup Ethan's driving, and the lap and a half after the pit stop and after the green flag was horrible, so should strengthen up a bit as the tyres come up to temperature.
Yeah, well, Sammy Sutton leads them for the first time through the hairpin. Turn 10, and Ethan Grigol makes a big dive. He's so good under brakes there on Jason Dixon, so I think he's pretty sure of getting that done. He's already cleared Jason, in fact, so not just good under brakes, but exceptionally good under acceleration there. I'm not sure whether Jason's going to be able to attack here. I'm pretty sure these guys are on the same TeamSpeak channel on your SDC channel there, so I'm sure there might be a bit of talk there, but Ethan Grigol's certainly being cleared now. And let's just see how he goes about getting up to Sammy Sutton, who showed some unbelievably good pace in his race 1 win today. So, a bit of pressure now will be coming towards Sam. We know what Ethan's like in getting that pressure on. As Bo-Cattell very deep there under brakes as well. So, pretty clean start all around so far.
Yeah, we got some trouble back in the field. Vlasic, has he come out of the chicane? It looks like he's had a big incident. He has a lot of front end damage. It's unfortunate for Murray.
No, he's got quite a few prisoners here. Actually, he's got a heap of prisoners here. I think that's Todd Parks as well. So
he's made a dive.
Could be a bit of netco.
Yeah,
there's
netco
4, maybe 5 cars. No, I would say 6 cars. So as soon as I've said it's a clean start, I reckon there's big troubles here for quite a few cars here. I did see Todd Parks. Yep, he's got damage to his front. Jack Boyd damage to his front.
Dodman looks like.
Jeremiah Morton. Matt Anderson damage. Greg Sharp looks like he's pretty clean. Matt Sorelli's just continued his bad luck of late, and Mario Vlasic, of course, and also Hayden Dodman, like you said, this week. But wow, that's certainly cut a big hole in this field.
Yeah, it sure has, and Sammy Sutton's got a 1.2 second lead. Just looking at the last, well, he was much quicker than Ethan last lap, but I guess that was something to do with the traffic. We'll see what it is when they cross the line here. 1:35.9 for Sammy, and a 1:35.2 for Ethan, so Ethan's closing up. But Ethan has got a bit of left side damage from where he got into the door of Jason Dixon on the previous lap, so we'll see how that affects him.
Yeah, he has. Just wondering about the straight line speed there for Ethan, but certainly doesn't seem to be effective. He's been able to drive up to Sammy fairly easy. And Sammy's a good racer, there's no doubt about that. He's not going to just let Ethan through. And what it should do is hopefully get a chance for, if these guys start racing hard at it, is that Jason Dixon has just dropped off a little bit, and so is Ian Ford back there in 4th place, who's now got some pressure from Bo-Cattell.
Jason Nice just had a huge moment, totally lost it. About to make a comment that he was in quite a big battle there for position 6, 7 and 8, and he's had a big moment. He'll be disappointed with that. He won't be able to change his underwear because I know he's not wearing any tonight. So.
I don't even want to know how or why you know that. That's between you guys, and hopefully there's a happy ever after. I'll believe you and we'll leave it at that, but he has got some damage. He's been able to actually keep going. Interested to see if he has to pit now because of that. But that was on the exit of turn 7. He's got some damage. He's certainly letting some cars through here, and I would dare say that his race will be done.
Yeah, it looks like he just got on the power a bit too early and put it straight on the wall.
And so is Bo Cattell on the exit there of the Wall of Champions. Holy heck, he's just hung on to that. But what that's done is magnificent drive. I'm thinking Corey must have had a slowdown on that same last chicane there, because Bo's been able to do the job there, and Corey's under attack here from Dave Moore as well.
Yeah, great save by Bo, and I'll just leave it at that. I won't bring up any more underpants, but I'm sure he'll be wanting to change his after that.
And we've also got some of the cars who are in the pits and are done. It's a bit of a car yard in here. Manzarella, Morton, Dodman, Febra, Vlasic and McKnight, so their days are done. So that's quite a few cars in the pits there, and that's a real shame for them. But it gives opportunities to other cars.
Yeah, it looks like good battle going on with Bo Cattell, Corey Preston. David Moore's probably going to be on the end of that pretty quick. Well, he is there now, I guess. And Ethan Griggs pulled up to within, a couple of car lengths of Sammy Sutton. Back in P10, we've got Aaron Hamilton going for it.
Whoa, yeah, this is a great little battle here. We've got Mick Cracknell, Aaron Hamilton, Josh Rogers actually catching on the back, Mitch McLeod, and who else is that? Marty Carroll, the old fella's in there as well.
The old fella.
Good little battle here. The old fella's got the old wheelchair going double speed tonight. And he's actually leading this field in ninth position, but the boys they are a-coming.
Yeah, we'll see if he'll be able to keep his old reflexes together on this tight street circuit. Aaron Hamilton's under all sorts of pressure here.
Yeah, didn't have a real good exit there at the last chicane there.
See if he can stay around and get the inside of turn 2 here. He goes a bit wide. No,
there's a tap coming maybe. He's been able to hang out that well.
Very nicely, yeah.
Normally I'm a bit of a fan of the 4 Motorsport skins. I've put some great skins in lately, but not a fave of this one, no doubt. Mr. Ossie, you're watching this, mate. Not one of your better ones, but you still do good work.
You could almost say it's a lemon, couldn't you?
Guess so.
See if Aaron Hamilton can fight back here. Meanwhile, Marty's pulled away a little bit.
Yeah, and Mick Cracknell's in amongst this as well, and obviously Josh Rogers has come right back into this, and Josh had some dramas in the 6:15 race. I think might have been with one of the STC boys, Jason Quire. And he's just some dramas again. This is not going to end well.
It's not going to end well.
That's not going to end well.
Mick Cracknell gets through. Oh, Mitchell might have got a bit lucky there. He didn't get totally cleaned up.
That's a bit way too keen there by Josh, and maybe that comes down to the experience. That's and Josh, I don't know Josh at all, but I think his car looks like it's crabbing slightly to me. I think he'll be the first to say that's his fault. He just looked like he locked them up and couldn't fight it back, and in the pits he goes.
Yeah. Well, Mick was lucky there. I think Mitchell was probably the luckiest. It was looking like he was going to get totally wiped out, but Josh washed a bit of speed off before he got into it. Let's see if we can catch Mitchell.
That really had potential to wipe out a heap, and actually Aaron Hamilton did a bloody good recovery there. I think, not sure who came out just in front, might have been Mitch McLeod, but not sure whether Aaron had to get a slowdown there. And he's clipped the wall there in turn 4 at the Ponte de la Concorde. So some dramas there for the car number 7 Maverick Welding car, and hopefully things go right. And actually, just a bit of a private plug for Evolution Racing Australia team, they've actually renewed their sponsorship with Maverick Welding today, so fantastic to have them back on board, and look forward to spending the next 12 months with them.
Yeah, congrats to ERA. Meanwhile, back up front, Sammy Sutton under all sorts of pressure by Ethan. But Sammy looks like he's got the pace today, and this can be a pretty hard track to get a clean pass on. Lots of times you get your car in position for a pass, and then the other guy you're trying to pass, he's back in position on the next corner, so it's pretty tricky. Sammy's got really good pace here.
Yeah, he has, and as I said, some tracks he's just so strong at, and this is certainly one of them. Ian Ford, on the other hand, has struggled. I'm thinking he must have had a slowdown because both Corey Preston and Bo Cattell have got through him. But yeah, looking up the front now with Ethan Grigg Galt, it's certainly, just got to clear that rubbish up, certainly so strong under brakes. But Sam's just doing a great job, just looking after his lines, a bit like a bowler, line and length. It's what he's getting right, and making Ethan really work this. Expect the undercut very, very shortly. If he's got a clear track, I'm sure he's got spotters within the STC team speak working out where he would possibly come out and track. You don't want to be held up in traffic with new tyres.
No, not at all. And I think the earliest you'll be looking to pit will be at the end of lap 8. Maybe it might be a touch too early for these quicker guys, but definitely the end of lap 9 is a safe time to come in if you want to come in early and get out of the traffic.
Yeah, well, from the front of the field to the rear, there's 36 seconds, so yeah, you're not going to clear all of those, I wouldn't think. So yeah, you'll have to be fighting through, but at the same time, I don't think Ethan needs to rush this. He's certainly got the pace, we know that, and he might still have the pace even after Sammy does a pit stop, whenever that may be.
Now, mate, we've got a huge battle here. Matthew Hill, Todd Parks, Jason Queer, Dean O'Brien, Jason, not Jason Queer. I'll just call you JQ. And it's all happening here. All the cars have got damage, and they are going for it, hammer and tongs.
Yeah, how good's that? That's an awesome battle here. Yeah, Matty Hill, it's great to have him back in racing the series. The TTL's team just picked up a new recruit this week. It's the first time they've picked up a new driver for a while. PJ Sterios, I think it was. Hope I have got that right. So he'll be racing in their Enduros. No doubt they would have had a heap of applicants there. Such a strong team. But
he's got to slow down.
Yeah, got to slow down. And on my screen, Jason, or JQ, just popped out of nowhere there.
Definitely, yeah. He disappeared there for a little bit. So we might have to leave Matt and move back up to these boys. Todd Parks, Dean O'Brien, Jason Quire.
Who's that coming out?
Hayden Dodman.
Oh, yeah, no, he had issues early with that crash after the Wall of Champions, so he's just doing the right thing there, letting the field through. So a really good battle here, and Dean O'Brien, he's just such a consistent driver, isn't he? And, geez, I blew it for Todd Parks last week, I think it was, and said how good he was, and he had a bit of an altercation, but you can certainly say the same about Dean O'Brien, just a consistently fast driver. But I know we've got James McKnight in front of them as well, but this has been a good battle, and it's just one of those races where someone's waiting to pull the trigger to see who can get early pits.
Yeah, well, Todd Parks is all over the back of him here as they come down to the hairpin. It's all kind of settling down back into single file. Looks like we got coming up on James McKnight, a bit slower, a few laps down after that earlier incident. I'm sure he'll let the boys through without any dramas. Ian Ford into the pits.
Yeah, that's very, very early on.
I think it can be done.
I'm sure it can be done.
Where was he when he pitted?
Just behind Corey Preston.
Roger that. So P6 right behind. It'll be interesting to see where he filters back out.
So really a race is dominated here by as we said at the start, the shortcut penalties are just extreme here. But Matty Hill all over the back of Jack Boyd, and he's got it real loose on the exit there. Matty Hill, so great catch there.
Yeah, good job. Great catch there, mate. Good job, Matty.
Back up the front, however, look at this battle here. Ethan Grigg Galt, he's just sitting there. He's not going anywhere. Sammy Sutton, lap 9 leader here, coming down here into turn 10, the hairpin, has maintained this lead, and he's doing a fantastic job. This is late.
Inside. Oh, that was a late dive, but
let's see the drive out.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Let's see the drive out, though.
Sammy's going to have him.
It's a real
it's
drag
not giving
race
him any
here.
room.
So down the casino straight, Sammy Sutton's there, but Ethan's in a great position here. We know what he's like under brakes.
It's going to put Sammy under pressure here.
Whoa. Tight,
if that was me,
fair.
I'd get a shortcut.
Yes, that's because you would have done one. Tell you what, I can see something happening here because there's not a lot of room between these two.
He's going to have to...
Very narrow entry.
Yeah, he's going to have the preferred line here. He's going to get it done, I think. Ethan, if he can get the power down.
Yep.
Interesting, and there he is. Slides back in. P1, Ethan Griggold, STC Motorsports.
Yeah, it's great driving by both of them, though. No contact made
Fantastic.
there at all. So fantastic effort by both. Let's just see now if Sammy Sutton pulls the trigger here and pits this lap. Probably.
Oh, it gets into him.
Yeah, we just said about no contact.
Yeah, I was just going to say it'll be, like you said, be interesting to see what Sammy does. If he just thinks, okay, I'll just sit back, use his draft, save my tyres a little bit, and try and get him a bit later on. We know Sammy's got the pace, so it doesn't look like Ethan's going to be able to pull away, but you never know. We'll see what happens here in the next 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah, and these guys last lap are 37.6 Ethan, 37.8 for Sam. Look behind him, Jason Dixon, a 36.4. He's well and truly in the picks, and certainly he's going to be coming to play deeply very shortly if these guys keep fighting.
Yeah,
Ethan gets such a good drive out of that hairpin at turn 10.
Dicko will be sitting back licking his lips watching all that and trying to work out his pit strategy to get him back up there. As we say it, there we go. Sammy Sutton into the pits. Can he pull it up down to pit speed limit? Yes.
I think it's fairly predictable, and certainly any race manager would have said this is the time to do it. So yeah, Sammy Sutton pitting now, lap 10, peel across the strike whilst he's in the pits for lap 11. Very interested to see where he comes out the pits. Also trying to have a look at the lap times of Ian Ford. He's kind of the benchmark here. He's the first to pit. As he comes down the casino straight, he's not going to get to Sammy Sutton, we know that. But interested to see if he can overtake Cattell and Corey Preston in the undercut here. Just with that little bit of traffic in front of him shouldn't be a problem. Just have to have a look. I think there might be an issue.
I'm just trying to go through now and try and find a good one for us. It looks like this battle right now is probably for P3 and 4 with Bo Cattell and Corey Preston. See if we can get up there and have a look.
Yeah, but I've got a bit of an issue here with Matty Hill. Mario Vlasic, what are you doing? Mario Vlasic is just, how many laps down is Mario? I don't think people need to know, I'm not a fan. He's 4 laps down and absolutely chopped Matty Hill up into the entry of the Wall of Champ, into the last chicane there, and Matty straight into the pits, and yeah, that's, I'm not sure whether his car's going to be alright there, but that's very unfortunate for Matty Hill there.
Yeah, Matty won't be too happy with that at all. Mario Vlasic driving around in an orange beat up, what looks like to be an old VT Commodore without any bonnet on it and no boots. So horrible there for Mario.
And Ethan Griggold reacting to the pit stop of Sammy Sutton also coming in the pits. Yeah, such a slow pit entry. The pit exit's no dramas at all, but just seemed to be going down pit road forever here. Is he just about to pull it up? And very good at this, Ethan. Stops clean, take tyres. 33 litres I think they'll need.
Well, what do you do now if you're Jason Dixon? Do you just go, okay, I'm just going to put my head down and try and log some quick laps, and hopefully Ethan and Sammy Sutton get stuck in a bit of traffic, and when he makes his pit he might be able to be out in front of them?
Well, that's what I'd be doing for sure, but I'll tell you what, is that? Oh no, I thought that was Sammy Sutton come out in front, but it's not. Where is Sammy Sutton? Sammy Sutton's dropped a lot of time
P13.
to Ethan there. Yeah, he's down P13, but on the release of Ethan, whether Ethan, I'd be interested to see the pit times difference between Ethan and Sammy, because that's a significant change in times there. Like Ethan's probably a good 2.5-3 seconds in front, I would think.
Yeah, we might have to wait one more lap until the timing all catches up here. Just trying to work it out now. But yeah, if I was Dicko, I'd just be trying to put in some really good laps here. I know he's suffering from a bit of neck injury, and as we say that, he's pitting, so...
Yeah, meanwhile that'll allow Cattell and Preston to continue on this battle, and this is the type of thing that Ian Ford would be loving, these two battling on. But Corey Preston's had a bit of a strike to form of late in the Apexi Falcon. I know he'll say himself, struggled probably late last season, certainly early this season, and actually wasn't even in the top split for Monday nights, which was out of character for him, but has put in some strong results, and again, he's just showing some good signs of form. Probably just dropped off a bit there off the back of Bo Cattell, who's our new race leader.
Yeah, and Ethan's in a bit of traffic here. He's got to get round Mario Vlasic now. Let's see what Mario does. And you're right, it's about 5 seconds back to Sammy Sutton, and yeah, Mario doesn't make it easy, but he gets by no problem.
Yeah, Mario shows up every week, and yeah, I've let my feelings known about that. I'm not going to go on about that, but the old boy Marty Carroll's done alright too. He's all by himself here in a very lonely third place. Marty normally is one who's going to run fairly long, but I think he's in such a strong position here. I'm not sure he needs to pit at the moment. Certainly doesn't need to be back in track pick. Mick Cracknell running well. Just trying to see if any of our leaders are being held up at all. Ethan Grigalt, no, he's coming up behind Josh Rogers, who is a lap down, so the blue flag will be waving for him vigorously, no doubt. And behind them, Sammy Sutton with a 35.8, no gains made there. Jason Dixon, he came out with a bit of a loss behind Sammy Sutton as well. So Ethan did this, has done this a couple of places, did it at Laguna, and then certainly did it at Monza. Just had that quicker pit stop, may not have taken as much fuel on, just to break the old elastic band between himself and the guy behind, and yeah, maybe he's done the same here today.
Yeah, well, you never know, and we know he's got great fuel mileage, so we'll just have to see what happens here. I don't know, Dicko's come out quite a bit behind Semi. Both going to be coming up on Mario Vlasic. They're going to have to try and get past him nice and cleanly, otherwise Ethan's just going to stretch this right out.
Yeah, Mick Cracknell pitting as well, so Ethan Grigalt has been able to obviously promote that position. Josh Rogers has let Ethan through, no dramas at all. Sammy Sutton's coming up to Danger Mouse now, so yeah, that Vlasic car's certainly been beaten from pillar to post, and what is he now, how many laps down is he? Yeah, still the 4 laps down. So yeah, every time I see that bright orange car in front, I do worry about the person behind. But the Dayco car is certainly showing some strong pace this week. And Sammy's actually just given Mario a bit of a word there, told him to let him through, and Mario obliges by just chopping him off at the chicane of turns 8 and 9. And I think Sammy's blood will be boiling about now.
Yeah, that's for sure, mate. He won't be happy with that when he's trying to run him down.
So finally gets through. That would have cost a bit of time. Jason Dixon and James McKnight, where we saw the dramas there. Ian Ford's got a big slowdown again. He hates this track, absolutely hates this track.
Yeah,
or has Ian got some damage? No, I think Ian might have some damage, because he's...
That's what I'm looking at. He's got a bit of right front damage there.
No, he just seems to be up to speed again, but any chance he had of doing an undercut on Corey, and who was that before, can't remember off the top of my head. Bo Cattell, any chance he had there of doing an undercut is not going to work now. Does he pit? No, he doesn't. He's behind teammate Aaron Hamilton, so these really fallen down the order here. Who else we got in the pits here? I think I saw, was it Todd Parks? Jason Quire and Todd Parks also just exiting the pits now.
Yeah, well, up front now we got the old fella Marty Carroll. He's going to lead a few laps and get a point for that. I don't know if that actually happens in this series, but he'll be enjoying it up front. It's probably been a few years since he's been up there. He's looking nice and solid, that's for sure. Just logging his laps. We'll see how he comes out after his pit stop. What are we on, lap 15?
And just for those viewers out there, if you actually go on to, if you want your live timing, if you go onto the YouTube channel the RaceSpotTV YouTube channel, you'll see a little icon in the top right corner, that info icon. If you press on that, you'll get yourself the live timing and scoring. And as Sammy promoted this week, if you want the broadcast to continue on next season with RaceSpotTV on the Monday Night Racing, there's also a link there if you want to support the broadcast. There's been a bit of chat about that today, unfortunately. Certainly hasn't been overly appreciated on some hands, but yeah, if you just click on that, hopefully that'll get you to where you want to do for your live timing. It's an absolute fantastic innovation by RaceSpotTV.
Yeah, well, I wasn't even aware of that myself there, mate. So, yeah, enjoy that. That's really good from RaceSpot. RaceSpot doing a fantastic job here with their broadcasts. Yeah, I enjoy watching all their broadcasts. They do all sorts of stuff for iRacing, and yeah, check out all their work.
Yeah, I think the Road Warrior Spa Formula 1 Grand Prix on this weekend. I think pretty sure that'll be covered by a race spot as well. We've got who's that coming in the pits there? Ian Ford coming in the pits. His day is done, I'd imagine, and his miserable run here at Montreal just continues. Not sure he's going to hang around, but yeah, I think he just hates this track. Hates it with a passion.
Yeah, we've got a bit of action here. P11 and 12, Jason Clear and Todd Parks going for it.
Yeah, both good, reliable drivers here. The Jason carrying the 22 plate tonight, so he's obviously had some dramas over the last week or two with his iRating. Must have gone down a bit. Mind you, Parksy at number 21. We saw what happened to him lap 2, I think it was, on the exit of Wall of Champions. So he's done a pretty good recovery and looks like a pretty bent up car. And I certainly think he's faster than Jason. Both these guys pitted at the same lap. I think it was about lap 14 they pitted. So these guys have got tyres pretty much brand new. And just behind them, Jack Boyd is also coming. His car looks fairly clean there, considering he was in some early drama. And Jack Boyd, he seems to be here more often than not. Certainly does a good job. And Jason Dixon's now getting held up by the orange car of Mario Vlasic. He should be right in the turn one. Yeah, Mario finally lets him through there. So the Sim Spec Engineering Falcon, fourth position at the moment. Marty Carroll is our race leader. The old boy staying out there and doing a good job. And also doing a good job is Corey Preston. His last lap of a 36-1 is certainly competitive. And he's where did he go? Dave Moore, Bo Cattell has dropped right off. So thinking that Bo might have had a slowdown or something, because Bo certainly dropped off the back of Corey.
Yeah, good job. Good drive by Corey. Clean car. What started P8, and I guess he's in P4 now once Marty pits. And yeah, good drive. But we've still got a long way to go. We're at lap 17.
Yeah, there is a long way to go. 31 laps. Surprised to see that Ian has come back out just quietly, but yeah, no, it's some good racing through the field. It's a bit stretched out. Ethan Grigol, he's what's he now? He's 4 seconds ahead of Sammy Sutton. So really, once he's got himself in that clear air, I think, you know, more and more people are going to see the play that Ethan does. His pit stops are always quicker, and I don't think it's just because of if he puts that fraction less fuel in there. He always seems to tackle the pit entry and the outlap so aggressively.
Gets out quick.
Yeah, and makes up so much time. Doesn't just roll up to the pit bay, actually jams it in there and gets a good job, and always seems to make that second or two difference. And because he can come out in clear air, he always seems to put in a really good outlap. So with the Premier Series endurance season starting this Sunday at Spa-Francorchamps, so there's going to be a lot of V8 action this week as well. I think the SDRT endurance series is running at Watkins, maybe? Not this weekend, but next weekend. So yeah, so endurance racing is going to be all the fall for a while here, and we love our endurance racing. So a lot of the teams are getting their teams organised as to who's driving with who. Notice that there's no quick repairs in the endurance racing. So Bathurst 1000 with no quick repairs is certainly going to sort a few out, and it's going to, I don't hate the
I like
idea.
it.
It's gonna,
I like it.
yeah, I like it. It's gonna, really potentially toss up any number of winners and how clean you can keep your car.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
if you just got to be in the race with an hour to go, don't you?
Yeah, well, I'm really enjoying the endurance series. I don't get to race much these days with real world things, so I'm looking forward to Watkins Glen. I'm a fan of that, and the old fella Marty Carroll's in the pits. So it'll be interesting to see where he cycles out.
Yeah, he'll be taking in that inhaler right now and checking the heartbeat. He probably just needed a bit of a break there. He's just done 18 laps in a row. That's a lot of work for Marty. Had his break, had his cup of tea, and he's on his way out. Be interesting to see where he comes out.
Yeah, as he slowly rolls out, gets the wheelchair up to speed, and where is he? Oh, he's going to come out behind Mario.
But probably sixth position, just in front of Dave
behind Rogers.
Yeah, so Rogers is that lap down, so it lets him through easy. So sixth position.
Yeah, we've got a bit of battle going on with Corey Preston up here.
Maybe even fifth position. Yeah, so the race has certainly settled down. Ethan Rigault really showing the class in the field today. A 55.936. Just the 1/10 up on Sammy Sutton, who, hats off to Sammy, done a good job here today. And Jason Dixon, a 36.1. Corey Preston is coming at Jason. This is probably where the race will be. Jason pitted lap 13. Corey pitted lap 15. So good chance here for I think it'll be the first time that Corey gets a top 5 finish in the Monday night main strength field race here, and in 5th at the moment with a potential to be promoted, or 5th or 4th even. Might be 4th, have to have a look at that. Yeah, pretty sure it's 4th, so certainly a chance to be promoted in the top 3 here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my scoring list working out here. Yeah, good, but Marty's under a bit of pressure here right now from, who's that behind him? That's, Josh Rogers. He's all over the back of Marty with a bent up spoiler.
Yeah, but Josh is a lap down from earlier instance, so there's...
And Marty's currently struggling with that cold tyre syndrome, I guess, so they'll be coming up to temperature about now, so he should be able to get past Mario and keep going down the road.
Yeah, he's got a problem with that carrot in front of him as well, so hopefully he'll clear that and be on his way. So yeah, a good 5th position by Marty. I think if you offered him that at the start of the race, he'd certainly take that, and there's still potential to go up.
Yeah, now just having a look at our leader, Ethan Rigault, he's picked up a bit of right front damage now. I'm not sure where that's happened or whether it's just a net prediction thing, but he's missing both his right and left front quarter panels now. Let's see if that slows him down.
Yeah, we'll be able to keep our eyes on the lap times there. Just still having a look at Marty, he still hasn't got through Mario Vlasic, so he's been behind him for the better part of 3/4 of a lap. Mario now letting him through in the hairpin. Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, Mario certainly pushing the boundaries there. So he's through. He's actually still in front of Bo Cattell, who's got Mick Cracknell and the Ford Motorsports car behind. So this is a little battle here for 6th, 7th and 8th. Certainly 7th and 8th, and also Aaron Hamilton there in 9th. His lap time is certainly comparable with those in front. Bo Cattell's last lap was a 36.3. So probably just if he can get some clean laps together.
Oh, Cracker's had a big moment. He's locked the rear brake.
Yep.
I don't know if he would have picked up a slowdown, but Mitchell's there side by side down the front straight. And he pulls in behind Mitchell, and it looks like he's managing a slow down a little bit there.
Yeah, 36.8 for Mitch McLeod last lap there. 36.8 for Hamilton as well, and Cracker's blown out there, and 8/10 of a second fast up the road with Bo Cattell. So I think Bo's been bitten fairly often here with the slowdowns. Yeah, he's looking at his lap time. He's probably had a minimum of 2 so far, but yeah, this is where the battle is here with the Ford Motorsports and Mitch McLeod down in 7th place. Well, not down in 7th place, in 7th place, and Mick Cracknell just behind.
Yeah, we'll see if Crackers can. Looks like he needs to make a bit of a brake bias adjustment the way he locked the rears. See if he's got the pace to put a move back on Mitchell McLeod here. Maybe it's a good time we could go on board with Mick Cracknell and do a lap around here and just listen to the engine and see the work that the driver's doing.
Yeah, we'll just let them get to the start-finish line and just see what kind of run he can get here on the exit here of turn 10. So as they go down the Casino Straight, just the draft here makes such a difference, doesn't it? And yeah, the passing opportunity is there, but you've really got to be brave and you've really got to rely on the car that you're driving next to. But yeah, as Mick Cracknell goes into turn 12, exit of turn 13, we'll sit on board for a lap with Mick Cracknell.
Tidy lap there, we see from Mick Cracknell. We saw Mitch McLeod have a bit of a moment as he exited, as he came into the hairpin, and looked like Mick might have been able to get the move done, but Mitchell got the power down really nicely there. It's coming up to a bit of traffic here, so it might be interesting to see who can get through it the cleanest.
Yeah, they've got Jeremiah Morton in there, like Schultz's car in front of him. He's also a lap down, but they've also, Mitch last lap of 36.5 as well there, but Aaron Hamilton made that slight gain there. They've actually got Ian Ford, who's going to join us in the commentary booth just to talk very briefly about his race. Ian Ford second in the championship up until this point in the official iRacing V8 Supercar Championship. Welcome briefly to the broadcast for you, mate. I have described how much you absolutely think this track is absolutely trash for you. Tell us about that race.
Oh, that race started off pretty excitingly. Like, it was full on. Like, I improved like 2/10 in quality, moved up like 5 spots, so it was awfully competitive out there. I got a good start, and basically I just haven't really done all the practice around here that I needed to this week, so I think I've done about an hour's all up now. So I was just hanging in there waiting for my pit stop, and I basically just decided early on to pit early and get out of the traffic and all the hassle and everything, and I actually drove it into the wall in between Corey and the wall and hit the wall, and damaged the steering a little bit, and then I looped it later on after a slowdown. I just put my foot into it too early and hit the wall and got a massive dead zone in the steering. Tried holding on for it for a lap or two, and it just slowly, it was just dangerous out there for everyone else. So pitted in, got it repaired, and the car was still down on straight line speed, so I just decided to park it, have a nice vacation for a day.
Yeah, and with the Spa Endurance race coming up next week, obviously big week set for the V8s as well, so looking forward to seeing you in future races, and a good announcement by Maverick Welding for the Evolution Racing Australia team, so it should be a good little end of season trip here coming.
Yeah, it's going to be a great it's going to be a great end to the season. We got so many things on this coming week. We've got Watkins Glen boot around here with the V8s. You've got Spa with the Premier Series for the Enduro, which is like 4 hours, I think. And then, for most of our team, we got Smack, all that sort of thing, like the Star Master Championship, GT3, GT1. It's going to be a crazy full-on week, and I'm looking forward to it, jumping in everything and driving the wheels off it all.
Yeah, well, while we got you here, Ian, we might like we got Ian Ford, one of the top drivers in the V8 series. Let's get a bit of an insight into this race. How much fuel did you take at your stop, mate?
About 26 litres.
Do you think that would have been enough?
It would have been very close. I would have had to fuel save maybe a little bit right at the end, but it was just to get me out of traffic, get me in a clear air. But obviously I made a mistake. But 26 litres, you can make it home easy. Anything less than that, it'd be a serious fuel saver. But
what gear were you running there, Ian? The 325 or the 315?
325, I think. 315 is pretty much just reserved for Phillip Island and Bathurst.
Alright, and one more thing. Do you think there's much advantage of pitting early at this track with this current tyre model?
Just depends where you are in traffic. Like if you've got clear air in front of you and you're like not really battling anyone, then staying out late would probably be the good thing to do. That way you have fresh tyres at the end to keep on attacking everyone. And because like if there's battle packs around, you're surely going to jump them. But in my situation, I was smack bang in the middle of a battle pack, so I just decided to jump in early, and that would have worked out for me. So it's just based on your circumstances, really.
Yeah, well, mate, thanks for joining us in the broadcast, mate. We've still got some action here on the track. Mitch McLeod is still just holding on to that position there with Mick Cracknell just behind. So yeah, thanks to Ian Ford, Evolution Racing Australia. Not much luck tonight, but like I said, it's always going to be an easier week for him this week. He's he puts in a lot of time week in, week out, and is very successful here in the official series, running second overall, and also I think at the moment running second in the Premier Series as well. So really shows the commitment that he has to the V8 Supercar series and the community in general. So it's a good job by Ian. Take away today's result, it's still going to be a strong performance. I thought I saw Josh Rogers coming into the pits there. This would actually be a scheduled stop because Josh had to pit early from that early incident with was it Matty Hill? I can't remember if it was Matty, I'm not sure. No, it was Mario. But this battle here for 7th and 8th continues with Mitch McLeod and Mick Cracknell, and both of them now have certainly got Aaron Hamilton coming up behind.
Yeah, and once again they're going to be catching Mario Vlasic here and going to try and get through him cleanly. But yeah, big thanks to Ian Ford, and good little insight there. I'm surprised on the little amount of fuel that he could get away with, but we'll see how Ethan goes.
Yeah, I was thinking more 32, 33 litres.
Yeah, so was I, mate.
Maybe he was planning on being 2 laps down, but he knows the cars a lot better than I do.
Yeah, I think he was talking. I don't think he was doing that. Yeah, we'll see. As Mario lets Mitchell through and Mick Cracknell through as well.
Yeah, so that's good work by Mario there.
Probably got no incidents left anyway.
It could be true as well. So yeah, we're interested to see how much fuel Ethan took on, and it's just a regular pattern here. We've actually got a really good battle here. We don't see much of him. Greg Sharp in a very clean looking Demidov car compared to Dave Moore's car. Looks a bit like a dog's breakfast. The front is missing, but this is a battle for 13th and 14th. I think Dave's probably got the pace on Greg at the moment, but and I would say that Greg might be holding him up, but he's got good track position here. And what have we got? Lap 26 of 31. Be interested to see if Sharpie can hold on here.
Yeah, and it's one of those tracks when you're under a lot of pressure, you're in the mirror a lot, and some of these chicanes, they come up on you pretty quick. Especially the second chicane. I've almost been caught out a few times and just checked the relative or glance up into the mirror, and then all of a sudden, boom, you've missed your braking marker. Yeah, it's tough to pull it up there.
And be remiss of me whilst we're looking at the Demidov car, Anthony Manzarella and Ben Smith not racing here tonight. Sorry, Marcelo Rivera. Hello, how am I going? Thank you. No sleep. Marcelo Rivera and Ben Smith not racing tonight. These are the guys who are 3rd and 5th in the championship, I think, overall. But Marcelo had a 21st birthday on Thursday, and the boys have pretty much been celebrating all week. And Greg Sharp, I'm not sure if he was early on the brakes there or whether Dave Moore was late, but Dave certainly had to back out of that. And that was pretty good driving by Dave to save that. Kept it on the tarmac, important bit of news that, so he could get right back in there and fight again.
Yeah, good job. And we might, Hugo, see if we can get back up to P3 and 4 with Corey Preston all over the back of Jason Dixon.
Yeah, well, he is. We talked about Corey before. His tyres are, 3 laps newer than Jason Dixon. Corey's, this would be his best drive of the series so far, without a doubt. And Jason showed some good pace early, was holding second place after what was an excellent second place on the grid. But Corey now is all over the back of Jason, just wondering whether Jason's got that bad neck. I'm just wondering whether that's starting to wreak a bit of havoc with him, and whether he's in a bit of pain here. Lap 28, and he just looks like he's struggling.
Yeah, well, long race, and when you got some injuries, and I'm not sure on his setup, but yeah, those types of things can definitely come into play. But Corey Preston will be looking really hard to get on the podium here.
Yeah, and it'll be a much who either of them get on the podium will be very much deserved, and a first time for either of them. So what are we, 47-minute race so far, so it is a long race. The pit strategy has probably worked out in favour of Corey here, who has driven away from Beau Cattell, who has dropped off the pace. He's actually starting to work his way up towards Marty Carroll in 5th place there. Matty Hill is that lap down after that unfortunate incident with Mario Vlasic. But yeah, this battle for 3rd and 4th certainly lighting up now, as Preston's all over the back of Dixon.
Yeah, he makes a bit of a gain through the hairpin. Dicko gets the power down nicely, but he picked up about a car length there. He's going to get a good run down this back straight, get a good draft, see what he does coming into the final chicane. I'm sure he'll just try and get a good exit. I think he'll be trying to make a move here in the next lap or two. We don't have too many laps to go. He is running out of time.
Yeah, just 3 laps to go for these two. So yeah, running out of time. But that Apexi car just looks so much more balanced and so much more stable than the Sim Spec car in front. But by saying that, Corey, a lot of wheel spin on the exit there of turn 2. So through the Virage centre curve, I think they'd want to call it in English. But as they go through Ponte de Concorde up into turn 6 here, real technical part of the track here. You always feel like you can go faster through here, but you'll always get caught out, and just getting on the power nice and easy and not getting caught out so you can generate too much wheel spin and end up in that wall. I think it was James McKnight did that early in the race. So
yeah,
good lap here by these two.
Yeah, great example of trying to get greedy on the power. Corey will be lucky not to get a slow down there. Just touched the outside wall, it sounded like then. He's definitely lost a bit of time there. He's very strong under brakes, Corey is. Look at that.
Yeah, it'll be the last few laps to see how strong Corey's tyres are compared to Jason's there. But Jason's put in a good lap here. I think he's actually just stretched that elastic a little bit this lap, so Corey will be pretty keen to get back in. And the old Corey would make a mistake about now. The old Corey would get a bit desperate, go, I'm getting away, so maybe dive a bit under brakes and maybe make a mistake. I don't want to see the old Corey, I want to see the new Corey. So we want to see the new Corey who's a lot more patient and can slowly get his way up there and keep himself alive for a last lap battle.
Yeah, I'm surprised not to see Corey running his new skin. I saw a great new skin in one of the forums that someone made for him, and hopefully he puts that on one weekend.
Yeah, that it was his dream car, the Nismo car.
The dream Nismo.
Yeah, geez, he's wide there. It's his dream car. I think he did run it in a practice session. I think it was at Mosport. Was it last season or the season before? He had it on, and he got what he asked for. I'm not sure what's the saying? Be careful what you wish for, because you might get it.
Yeah, and just speaking of Corey now, you can see I think he's been pushing a bit hard. Dicko's just put his head down, and Dicko's a quick driver. Oh, that's going to be a shortcut for Corey. That'll be Corey's chance gone.
Yep. Yeah, but he had to give it a go. You can't blame him for having a go, that's for sure. And he'll never die wondering, and there's no real threat behind him with Marty Carroll. Marty Carroll, however, probably has a bit of a threat behind him.
Yeah.
Mick Cracknell, no, he's quite safe. So, yeah, Beau Cattell is
not
just looking
be
back
close
at.
enough.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Fatigue might be setting in for the old fella, though. You never know.
Yeah, and I just heard Mick Cracknell talking over the loudspeaker, and I was thinking maybe he might have an issue there. But Beau Cattell's last lap of 36.1, 36.7 for Marty. You can't see Bo getting to Marty unless there's a mistake made here. And the old fella shows a lot of experience. Actually, just finished second overall in the Australian Formula 1 Championship.
And
Marty
the
Carroll.
last lap here, buddy, are we? White flags
Yes, we are, mate.
Yeah, he did, mate. He had a great race, and just looking at his car, it's clean. He'll be really happy. Good, solid run.
Yeah, and this car at the front, the car's not that clean, but it's certainly fast. Ethan Griggold at 36.1 last. That enters turns 8 and 9 here for the last time. He's just faster. There's nothing else to it. He's just faster. He gets a lot of laps done in practice, I think, during the week, but his braking ability just seems so much better, and also the ability to get on that power just so cleanly without that wheel spin makes a big difference. Be interested to see how he goes in the Enduros. Who's he? You're an SDC rep. Who's he teaming up with? Bo Cubis, I think.
Not quite sure yet. We haven't settled on all that quite yet, so I won't say anything. Not right now.
Yeah. I'll tell you Bo Cubis anyway. I'm pretty confident it's going to be it as he exits the Wall of Champions, turns 12-13 for the last time. Ethan Griggold winner again, round 10 here at Montreal at the Circuit at Gilles Villeneuve. So congratulations to him. Really good job. He had to do it the hard way, but again, just his pitch strategy is absolutely supreme. Did I see Sammy Sutton cross the line? I did, yeah.
P2
Sammy Sutton. Yeah. I'm hoping he'll be happy with that. I'm thinking, is Marty Carroll out of fuel? Marty is out of fuel. He's drifting towards the line.
Oh, no.
So Bo Cattell's got through. And
he's shaking it. He gets it done.
Yep. So, but a fantastic job there by Sammy Sutton in second place. 6.2 seconds behind is certainly nothing to be shamed at there.
The battle's not over here,
battle
mate.
here with Quire and Boyd.
JQ, oh.
These boys really made some heavy ground on Aaron Hamilton there.
Didn't they?
Aaron last lap was a 149, so I think that might be fuel saving there. But I would say Quire, Boyd, Carroll's parked it. Anderson coming across. Greg Sharp in 12th place. He'll be ecstatic with that. Not sure. I think James McKnight. Does he run out of petrol as well?
It looks
So, so the I think the unleaded. What's it now? $1.49 a litre. I think you guys could pass the hat around and get yourself some more petrol. But the
yeah, times are tough, mate. That's for sure.
So both of the orange Simpit cars running out of fuel there, and that is done. So go through the order there for us, Sammy, and congratulations to Ethan Griggold.
Yeah, Ethan Griggold up there, P1, Sammy Sutton P2, Jason Dixon finishing off the podium. And good drive by Corey, Bo, top 5. Marty Carroll's going to be happy with that, even though he ran out of fuel. And P6, Mitchell McLeod, Mick Cracknell, Aaron Hamilton and Jack Boyd round up the top 10.
Yeah, with Jack Boyd, that's a great drive by him into 10th place. I reckon that might be his first top 10 finish. Aaron Hamilton in 9th, Jason by 11th, and Greg Sharp was able to hold off Dave Moore there in the end, and got himself in 12th position. Matty Hill, we saw the dramas he had with Mario Vlasic, so he was a lap down. Matty Anderson would be happy with his debut race, I reckon. Todd Parks had dramas, as did the rest of the field, so eventful race, no doubt about that. But Ethan Griggold and Sammy Sutton certainly put on a good performance early in the race, but Ethan, with that pit stop that he does week in, week out, again had that advantage.
Yeah, it was a great race actually. It's a shame to see so many drivers get taken out pretty early, but all in all, I think it was a pretty successful race.
We're going to get straight on to interviews tonight, 9:25 here, and we're going to start off straight away with the Pexi Ford Falcon driver, Corey Preston, 8th in qualifying, 4th in the race, just a 16 seconds down on our race winner. Corey, welcome to the official V8 Supercar or Monday night main strength of field broadcast, brought to you by Demonov Innovations. Corey, a fantastic result, fourth place. Had a bit of a snip for third place there, mate. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, the race wasn't too bad. I mean, I started 8th and didn't get too good of a quali. I binned the lap that would have surely took me to maybe 6th or something, but yeah, I had to pull a few hairy moves lap 1, but I just hope I gave everybody enough room and I got through. Like, that was a pretty hectic moment with me and good old David Moore there, I think, at first chicane. It was, yeah, but I soldiered on after Bo, and we all got through the first stint of the race, and then I pitted and I made sure I braked early into pits because on the Americas I got a speeding penalty and just totally just wiped myself out of anything that I would have had. So brake nice and early for the pit entry, and yeah, just didn't get off just when the car dropped off the jack, so I just didn't get the wheel spin good up, so I just lost a little bit there. But yeah, 4th. I mean, I had an awesome battle with Jason, and yeah, I had a little bit of a mistake, but I'm pretty sure I could have got past him, maybe a couple more laps, and yeah, but really, really good result. I'm actually out of breath and sweating right now.
Yeah, it sounds like you need
help.
to take a deep breath there, Corey. Got the heavy breathing going on, mate. Not sure what else is going on in the background, but yeah, good drive, buddy.
Thanks.
Well, mate, we talked in the broadcast that, and you said it yourself, there was a stage early this season, late last season, where you were really struggling. You were struggling to finish races. Mate, certainly, I think probably since Monza, where you had a really good result there in 6th place, you've come back to some form. Mate, what's that attributed to? Just a bit of confidence, or you're getting a bit of more seat time? What's that down to?
Me being sick, probably. Not so hot-headed and aggressive, maybe. But no,
Yeah.
In all seriousness, I don't know. I mean, Oran Park should have been a good race, but yeah, as we all know and read what happened there. But yeah, Monza, I got that Marty come back over and help me and got that mentality back into my head. Just finish races and do the good moves, and everybody will start realising how good you are again. So, and they'll start taking you seriously again. So that's what I did, and yeah, I think that's what's been going on.
Well, mate, good job tonight. 4th position. You should be ecstatic with that. Onward and upward. Watkins Glen next week, also the Enduro Series. So hopefully yourself and Dale Niche will be representing the Apexi team well there. But, mate, good luck, and hopefully as the weeks go on, we'll see some continued strong performances by you.
Yeah, thanks. I got to get Dale's computer up and running again. It's decided to have a bit of a coronary right when we didn't need it, so we'll have to sort that, and hopefully we'll be looking good for the Enduros. And thanks, Brenton and Sam. I'm not going to call you Brian this week.
It's all good. Corey Preston there, 4th tonight in the main strength of field race. We're going to have, who was it next? I'll get this right in a sec. Jason Dixon, the SimSpec Engineering car. Welcome back to the series for you. Jason, 2nd on the grid tonight, mate. That's an outstanding qualifying position. And 3rd position in the race. Fantastic, mate. Welcome back to the series, mate, and tell us a bit about your race.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank the SDC guys for giving me a great car. My qualifying lap, I have no idea where that come from. It's quick as I've gone all week. My race was pretty uneventful except for where I spun it, but Corey gave me a little bit of grief towards the end, but apart from that, yeah, it was a pretty good race. Really, really happy with 3rd. I think that's the best I've gone on a Monday night, so I can't complain.
No, and when you, before the race, that you had a bit of a neck injury, how did that hold up? Did it cause you any grief late in the races? Corey certainly had some pace on you there, but you were able to hold him off, so how's the neck?
I literally cannot move it. I can't even look to the screens either side of me, so I couldn't check fuel. Yeah, I don't know what I've done to my neck, but even the doctors don't know. But apparently it's frozen at the moment.
Still some growing pains, mate. And are we going to be seeing you more often in the series now? I know there's only the 2 races to go for this season, Watkins Glen, and of course there's a long race at Bathurst. That'll be a 2-stopper in a couple of weeks' time. Are we going to see you for those last 2 races?
Really depends on my workload. I'm extremely busy and don't get enough time to practice as I would like, so really depends. And makes it a lot easier having a good team around me as well, that I can just jump in the car, there's a good setup, and don't have to do all the hard work myself.
Yeah, no doubt. STC, a strong team. Enduro starting next week. Are you going to be having a go with those, do you think, or not going to be able to get to that?
It really depends on orders between now and Friday, sort of thing, so I'm not sure at this stage.
Well, mate, good job tonight. Third position, mate. You should be super happy with that. And the Sim Spec engineering car looked faster out, mate. You thanked STC, mate. So hopefully we'll see you racing regularly from now on if you get that chance.
Yeah, if I can make it, I'll be definitely here.
Yeah,
All right, well, that
good
was
drive, Dicko.
Thank you.
Jason Dixon there for Sim Spec engineering. Got the backing of STC, a strong team. We've got Marty Carroll, who snuck in there just before we'll get to Sam Sutton. We'll keep it short here. Marty, petrol's what, $1.49 a litre? Mate, we're passing the hat around at the moment. We've got about 34 cents, so we'll
do you
keep
get a
going
discount? Would you get a discount on the pensions card in Australia on the petrol? Or
there. Pension
No.
discount, mate.
Not anymore. They've taken me subsidy away, see? It's bloody buggers.
Well, it cost you a top 5 position, Marty, and also we couldn't help but notice that your teammate James McKnight had the same problem. Now, Ian Ford said he could get 26 litres into the car and make the finish. I'm not so sure. How many litres did you put in, and how many litres are you wishing you put in?
Oh, I put in 32 and ran out.
Yep.
But it's all relevant to the weather. If it was 41 degree track temperature, then yeah, you can get away with that because you're not using as much fuel because you're not don't have as much throttle percentage in for the lap. But with 31 degree track temperature out there tonight, it was quite quick track times, and so you have to take that into account. So I actually added 2 litres on to what I was normally getting, and I still run out. So, but then again, if you're in a battle and you're behind another car, then you get a chance to, you're rolling out early into your braking zones. But as you could tell, no one wanted to play with me, so I was just on my own most of the night, and thought I'd better showboat and stay out long and get a few laps in the lead. So, but yeah, not too bad in the end.
Yeah, well, a good result, mate. 6th position, obviously. Now that you've settled into your new house, getting a chance to, hopefully put some more laps in and just get those setups absolutely schmick for your team. Obviously a good result for Ethan Grigol and also Jason Dixon tonight. But, mate, yeah, the top 5 was there. Just ran out a few at the end there. But, the endurance races start next week. And who's you going to be your teammate for that?
Yeah, me and my good mate James McKnight will pair up again. So, we're looking forward to getting back into the endurance races. We lucked out with the Bathurst 1000 last year, and we really want to redeem ourselves with that. So, but yeah, no, now that I am settled and I've got a bit more time, because I'm throwing sets together on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and the boys are winning the following Monday with them. So, we've still got room to improve as a team overall. Ethan with his work commitments and stuff doesn't get a lot of time either, so he's turning up and getting dialed in half an hour, but he's, definitely really on top of his game at the moment. So, as long as he's got a good feel for the car and gets the track dialed in, then, he can drive around it. So, no, we're definitely looking forward to the Enduros as a team, and, we're pretty close to securing both championships with Ethan, with the Americas and the officials. So, that was our main goal for the season. So overall as a team, coming towards the end of the season, busy time, but we're stoked and we're all motivated to keep pushing and keep going.
Yeah, and I was going to mention that Ethan really has got an absolute stranglehold on the official V8 Supercar Championship, the iRacing Championship, the ones on Monday night. Next week, the Watkins Glen Boot. No doubt, you'll be rapt to think that this championship now is pretty much wrapped up. You can't see him. Well, even now, he could drop those last 2 rounds, and I still think he'd have that championship done.
Yeah, I'll crunch the numbers this week, and so I'll be able to let you know before the next broadcast. So. But we don't want to go saying anything just yet until crunch the numbers. But we're pretty close to wrapping it up.
Well, Marty, I've got some traffic up there, mate, so I'll let you go slowly, old fella, and I'll just open this door for you, mate. Use the wheelchair access on the way out, and look forward to seeing you next week.
Yeah, thanks. I was so excited. I got into the lead. I bloody spilt me cup of tea when I was in the pits. Terrible. Awesome call,
Whenever-
guys. Thanks again.
Whenever
See
old
you,
people
buddy.
say they
Good
get
job.
excited, mate, it's not normally a cup of tea that's their problem. And I'm not going to give him a chance to answer back on that. Not sure we're going to get to you, Bo Cattell. Sorry, mate. We're probably running a bit behind time. What we will do is get Daco Racing, Sammy Sutton here. Sammy, welcome to the broadcast here tonight. Brought to you by Demonov Innovations, the Monday main strength of field race. Mate, a fantastic race by yourself. You had that win in the 6:15 race. Backed it up with pole position here today and a good, strong result coming second. Tell us a bit about the race.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was surprised to actually put it on pole. I thought Ethan might have got me at the end there, but he didn't. And then, yeah, okay start, and then Ethan was just on my bumper and had a great half a lap with him side by side. Even tried the final chicane too wide, and it worked all right. Yeah, I pit early hoping to get the cold tyre undercut, and I think Ethan just took on less fuel than me and blew that out of the water, and then he just kind of held the gap for the rest of the race.
Well, and a strong result though, mate, and you've got that working alliance now with the ANZ team as well. How's that going for you?
Yeah, the alliance with TTR is going pretty good. It's mainly for
TTR,
Premier
sorry.
Series stuff.
Again.
Oh, I'm not,
It's mainly
mate.
just for Premier Series rounds though, so they don't do much on the official side. It's mostly just me, really, as the Daco guy doing official stuff. So, I mean, you learn a few tips and tricks off some of the guys over there, but a lot of the setup work for official comes from the Daco side of the house.
Well, you're doing a great job, Sammy, and you're definitely doing your team proud, mate. So, yeah, keep up the good work.
Yeah, cheers.
And Watkins Glen next week, mate. How do you look forward to that, mate? Do you go fairly strong there? Like I said during the broadcast, there's tracks that Sammy Sutton will do well at. Gilles Villeneuve here tonight at Montreal. Bathurst as well. I think you're an absolute jet at Bathurst, Sammy. I'll openly say that to you. But, mate, what about the other races? We've got Watkins Glen in the middle. How do you go there?
Watkins Glen, I'm okay at. Haven't driven there in the V8 for a while, but we should be okay. I mean, it's a track that'll suit me. Lots of just drive corners, and you can get it in early and really wrangle it. So should be a good week.
And a great little battle at the front there with Ethan as well. A bit of side-by-side action there for quite a while there. Good clean racing. We described that during the race. Bit of respect, obviously, by both you boys in that there was no contact made, but some good racing there.
Oh, there was a little bit of a touch. Turn 2 was just because we came together at the same point. And then also when he tried to cut across in front of me for the first chicane, it nearly put him in the fence. My nose was still there, but he didn't end up in the fence. And yeah, other than that, most of the race was good, clean stuff, but there was just a little bit of incidental contact that comes with getting that close to someone.
And next week, the V8s do a bit of a stint in round 1 of the Endurance Championship at Spa. Who's going to be a teammate for that?
Hey, I got Jake Maloney on board with me for that one in the beautiful Daco Yellowmobile. We'll definitely beat the Daco Blue car because they're far inferior to us.
So you got good Jake racing against bad Jake. Good versus evil.
Yeah, good Jake. So we're the good side and we're versing the evil side of Daco.
Yeah, well, good luck with that. Well, Sammy, thanks for that tonight, mate. Second place tonight, an outstanding job, mate, and looking forward to seeing you next weekend for the last round at Bathurst. It's going to be a long race, 33 laps.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Sammy Sutton there. Second place tonight in the round 10 here at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. We've got race winner Ethan Greg Galt. We could put you on a pro forma for this week. This winning spot here, Ethan. What's that? 7 out of the 10 races, I believe.
Oh, I've got no idea, to be honest. I haven't kept track.
Oh, I've got 5 fingers on one hand, 2 on the other, mate, and I'm almost run out. So, pretty sure it's a 7 race wins, mate. And had to work for it tonight, early days. 3rd on the grid, and had to get through and get the job done. But, mate, showed some good pace here and some good racing.
Yeah, thanks. I jumped straight in the quality, and I felt pretty confident in the cold weather and put together what I felt like should have been a pole lap. And I just brought up my standings list and had Sam and Jace in front of me a good few tenths, and I'm thinking, what have I done wrong? I thought this was a good lap. But no, they've been on fire this race, had some amazing quality pace in their cars, so I have to give it to them for that. And come the race, I just try to button it down because I know I'm always better with race pace than I am quality pace, so I just tried that out.
Yeah, and a fairly good start. Thought you might have been hung out to dry there for a while, and certainly very deep under the brake there into the centre curve, turns 1 and turn 2. Just narrowly avoiding incident there. But, mate, such a strong race. Your pit stop, how much fuel did you take on?
I took on 32 litres, which was good for a hot race, but I didn't take into account the colder weather would mean you're on the throttle more. So I was down a bit of fuel at the end there. I had to save quite a bit.
And Sammy Sutton really took it to you early and showed some good pace there in that Dayco car. And, it looked like from the broadcast a fairly clean race. Sammy just described a little bit of a bingle, mate, but that would have been a bit of fun, no doubt, getting involved there.
Oh yeah, it's always great fun having a battle with a guy in front of you that's on par with pace. I tried for ages to find a window through a corner because I knew I was slightly better under brakes than he was, but he just had the corner exit speed on me every time. His car really felt like it was set up for these conditions, so yeah, he had that one up on me.
And winning 7 out of the 10 races, mate, certainly... Hang on, my wife's dying in the background, so not me doing it. She's just choking on something in case something comes up later on. Actually, just take over, Sammy, for a sec.
Yeah, mate, you go save your wife there. Good luck to Brenton's wife. I hope she hasn't swallowed a chicken bone. No, great job, Ethan. Did you enjoy this track, mate? Is it one of your favourites, or?
Coming into this week, I really enjoyed this track because it's been I always enjoy street circuit-esque tracks, but yeah, I've been struggling here this week. With the rear of the car just stepping out when I don't want it to, so not my most enjoyable track this season, but to come away with a clean sweep of the weekend, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, great, mate. Anyone you want to thank here, just finally?
I'll just thank SDC Motorsports for their ongoing support and supplying me some rocket ships, and RaceSpot with the sponsors ERA and Demidov for supplying this awesome Monday night.
Yeah, thanks, buddy, and yeah, good luck next week. And I guess that's a wrap up, Hugo. I'd like to thank Hugo.
No. Rest in peace, Mrs. O'Brien.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, it's not
congratulations, Brendan.
Oh, don't say that, Sammy.
She's not listening, is she?
Of course she is.
Hey, darling, only joking.
And like you said, mate, actually, yeah, see us out the door, Sammy. That would be real handy right now. Oh, don't forget about that little icon up there as well. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, if you can support us, we're trying to raise funds for next season's broadcast. We've already secured enough funds for 3 or 4 races next season out of the 12. So if you can help, there's a link in the description, and also up the top right, you'll see a little icon. You can click there and get put through to our GoFundMe. And so, yeah, on behalf of Brenton O'Brien, Hugo Louise, Demidov Race Innovations, I'm Sam Compton, and good night.